let's take a finger. So many people hurt their finger with a jar. You know, they're catching a basketball or something and it hits the tip of the finger and jars all the way down. But there are many ways to jar it. But this one is often the most vulnerable, the middle one. And in its normal range of motion, it goes like that, right? It doesn't go like that. Now, that's normal range of motion, but if they've jarred that and it's you know, enlarged, even after a few years I've done this, you're not trying to move it more. Oftentimes when you have something like this, you go to the physical therapist and they get you moving it, and it'll take forever. And it rarely ever heals properly, because that's its natural movement. But in order to get a joint to heal and speed up its healing, you've got to set up a different pattern of movement that causes a lot of attention to the area. And then the body starts working much harder into getting it healed, and it gets a parameter. Because if that joint, it goes like that, but if you hold it there and there, you can wiggle it back and forward like that. It doesn't go very far. In younger people, it can go a fair way, but it's got to have that movement. Now, when you do it that way, you are making a big difference, because you're getting movement in the joint, in the capsule, the fluid in there, the synovial fluid. You'll probably get little poppings, because when you move the joint in unusual ways, you expand it, the air that's in the synovial fluid comes out as a bubble, but we hear it as a little pop. And that happens quite loudly in chiropractic adjustments, but here it's pretty subtle. And once it's done that, you then suddenly see even more movement. What we're going to do now is a general session for all of us on the bones and joints, and see if we can't tune them up a bit. Now we want to work on calcium metabolism. All right. There is a tendency, as far as dairy products go, that actually if you're eating a dairy product like pasteurized, then when that calcium, that draws calcium out of the system, and they actually reduce your total calcium when it's been pasteurized, because the calcium bonds in pasteurized milk and cheese and everything like that can't be broken up like others can. Okay. So we're going to fine-tune. For some of you, a major fine-tune, depending on what's going on, but we want to defragment the coordination matrix for calcium absorption and utilization.